Yeah, good morning, students. Welcome to the program. Yeah, this is we are right here in Ogba, just Pan Aguda. Yes, a different location this morning, but we'll be going back to our main base, Ogba, for the bystand. Before we start Lagos this morning, let's get people reacting to some of the reports that we have this morning on the newspaper headlines. I'm Christian Chuku, and this is still Bystands at the newsstands. I will be going all over Lagos to get other diverse views from other people and give them opportunity to also respond to the reports that we have on the national dailies. I will meet the Punch newspaper this morning. I have the Punch newspaper this morning. Before we start, I would like you let's look at the area and let's see the activities that's going on. The activities that are going on at Aguda this morning. Okay, yes, we have our headline this morning. Federal government to Nigerians: if you want to leave, you can leave. If you want to leave, you can leave the country. We know that there is so much experience in the country today. Let's start with the punch this morning. I have the punch this morning. Um, Above the masthead, foreign NGOs, fintech firms linked to terrorism financing. Foreign NGOs, fintech firms linked to terrorism financing. That is from Malami, the Attorney General of the Federation. No candidate for national award nominees. Yes, yes, no candidate for national award. Nominees have failed the exam. No candidates for national award. Nominees failed the exam. 50% materials deployed. Bonds offices threaten polls. 50% materials deployed already, and the attack on INEC offices is threatening the polls. That is from Yakubu, the chairman of INEC. Main headline on the Punch this morning: APC Assembly tackle Adeleke, governor sacks 12,000 workers. APC Assembly tackle Adeleke, governor sacked 12,000 workers. That is 24 hours after he was sworn in. APC fume say governor cutting endless litigation, agitation and distraction. Yes, the governor is cutting endless litigation, agitation and distraction. State of Osun backed by law. Governor's action illegal, says Assembly. State of Osun backed by law. Governor's action illegal, says Assembly. Sacked and local government chairman head to court. PDP backs Adeleke's action hits APC. Yes, on the doctors, we'll be discussing on the doctors leaving the country. 10,000 resident doctors remaining in Nigeria. That's from the Medical Association. 10,000 resident doctors remaining in Nigeria. That is a cause for worry and alarm. Yes, Mr. Skill, good morning. Good morning. Gladys Oyabo, good morning. And as many that are watching, Festus, good morning. Yes, this program we're having this morning is before we get our program on Flip TV Lagos this morning. What is happening? You can see special feature on the Punch. Special feature on the Punch. Recalled from rest. Nigerian hospitals recruiting retired nurses amid shortage. Nigerian hospitals recruiting retired nurses amid shortage. We can also read your comments this morning on what we are discussing. We are focused on the Nigerian hospitals and doctors in their thousands leaving Nigeria for better climes in Europe and also other continents. Uh, Mrs. Turaki has always loved her career, yes. You find out that the majority of us who are retired due to length of service are back to work, especially with the massive exodus of nurses to other countries. 57,000 Nigerian nurses exited Nigeria between 2017 and 2022. It is a cause for alarm, a cause for worry. 57,000 Nigerian nurses exited Nigeria between 2017 to 2022. We'll be speaking to a nurse this morning and responding to the issue. Let's look at Adeleke still on trying to change the name of the state of Osun, but the House of Assembly, Osun State House of Assembly, has rejected that policy, that directive by the Governor Adeleke. But PDP backs Adeleke's action, hits APC. APC is saying that the governor is cutting endless litigation, agitations, and distractions. ASU, over to ASU. ASU warns of new crisis, seeks intervention. ASU warns of new crisis, seeks intervention. Yes, we have our bystanders here this morning. Let's still continue on what we are discussing here this morning. Let's look at our main headline. You can leave the country. Federal government to Nigerians. You can leave the country. Isn't that harsh? Okay, very hopeless thoughts from the federal government. That's responses online. Nigerians are responding to that statement. Federal government tell Nigerians that you can leave if you want to. Okay, let's look at this report. Presidential aide Femi Adesina is not moved by the recent wave of migration, saying many Nigerians have always wanted to leave the country. He spoke on Channels Television Sunday Politics, maintaining that the situation does not apply to Nigeria alone. Presidential, yes, he said the average Nigerian had always wanted to live, and it is not just in Nigeria, it is in most countries of the world, particularly in the third world. He said during the show, they always believe that it is greener on the other side. You see, the truth is that if you have an opportunity to better yourself in any part of the world, there's nothing wrong with it. If you think migrating legally is good for you, and well and good, by all means, go, he added. But you cannot now say that because people are leaving, then it is a sign that something is fundamentally wrong. As far as he's concerned, there are Nigerians who would never leave the country, no matter how things are. That is coming from Femi Adesina, the aide to the president, media aide to the president. Okay, let's get our responses this morning from our bystanders. Okay. Yes, we are right here in, you can see Excellent Hotel at Budagba, and that is where we get responses before we get to the main place this morning. I have one of the bystanders this morning responding to what we are going to discuss here today. Okay, you can see we have this stand. There's also a link that will be posted this morning so you can be part of the program. Good morning, my guy. Yes. How is this area?
Let's go.
I hope there is no such thing as any kind of crisis in the area.
No crisis.
Peaceful.
It's peaceful.
Okay, let's look at Adelike's as a governor. 24 hours, he has done so many things, and APC saying that the governor is cutting endless litigation, agitations, and distraction. What do you think?
I think APC, they are masters of illegality for now. How can you be an outgoing governor and you are making such an appointment, then trying to create a problem for the incoming one? You know, at times we do things as if that we have not even gone to school before. I think common sense dictates that that thing that the outgoing governor did was to create a problem for the incoming one. And that one said that before even I thought you are going to make an appointment, must you make it at the end of your tenure? You understand? What have you been doing all this while? Eh? All this while, and you left everything till the time that you were leaving the office.
Okay, you are blaming the APC.
The APC government didn't do right. I think the best thing to do is that allow the coming delegate to settle and see what is the state can afford and everything. You must not create a problem that you cannot solve. I wish that Oyetola was the one and he appointed this. He knows that he has whatever it takes to correct the problem. How can you create a problem for somebody that is just coming in, that is not even a part of the problem?
Okay, the appointment he made, 12,000 workers.
Yes,
a problem.
It's a problem. If at all, because the person has to see what is left in the coffers of the government before he can. And why must he leave it till now, till the end of his tenure before appointing? So they are just crying. They are just, shouting unnecessarily. I believe that they are the master of illegality.
Okay, the tribunal is still on.
And the tribunal is still on. I want to believe that the wishes of the people will prevail at the end of the day. Because without prejudice, I believe that the wishes of the people will prevail at the end of the day.
By the wishes of, what do you mean?
I mean that
APC or PDP or
no, they are voted. If the voting, because it will amount to prejudice if I should give a judgment on a matter that is already in court.
Okay, let's move on to the burning of INEC offices. The chairman is saying that it's going to threaten the polls.
Definitely, we know that. Because we have less than about 2 to 3 months now before the election comes on stream. And if the pocket of violence as related to the burning of INEC offices is not coming forth, then it shows that all the mantra that is being shouted by the INEC chairman that is going to have, that we are going to experience free and fair election, is being threatened. I want to believe that all hands should be on deck to see that, because if we do not get it right, come 2023, we might not get it right again.
If we don't get it right, 2023, and who do you think, if you are asked to say, I'm supporting this person, who do you think?
For now, every person, though I have not been privileged to watch whatever they are, because somebody told me, was it not yesterday, that there's going to be a kind of a debate among the 3 contenders. I really have not, though in Lagos State here, but I don't know about, the governorship candidates. But for now, until when I see what they have for us, at times they might mouth it, but they have to walk their talk. When I see the seriousness, I think I will know where to take my.
Okay, debates will help you make up your mind.
For now, I can only make choices among the one that is being presented to us. I cannot just latch on any distance because I have not seen them. And again, we have been experiencing epileptic power supply for some time. I have not been privileged to watch TV for some time because of the state of our electricity or power generation.
Wow. Okay, lastly, let's look at you can leave the country, federal government to Nigerians. It was Femi Adesina that was speaking that if you want to leave, you can leave. If you think other places are better than the country presently.
First of all, I believe that liberty, freedom of movement is sacrosanct as enshrined in our law. Anybody that feel that if you feel that a present abode is not conducive, you can seek for a better one. That's the way I would just put it.
But is the country conducive?
I don't know. I cannot be the mouthpiece for Adesina. Adesina should know that. Why haven't I left? I'm still here, and I believe that there's an hope in the horizon.
There's hope
in the horizon for this country.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me end with this: 10,000 resident doctors remaining in Nigeria. More doctors are leaving, and we have a special report that says Nigerian hospitals recruiting retired nurses amid such shortage.
Definitely, we know that our population is humongous in this country, and coupled with the fact that you see about a doctor to over 100,000 patients, we know it's not adequate. We know it's not adequate. If every system is in place, workable system, functional system, I don't believe that there will be this kind of a brain drain. People that are supposed to create value to the health sector, they are leaving the country as a result of shabby treatment, shoddy infrastructures and everything, whatever. And I believe that it's alarming. It's a sordid state to say.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you
Your
for having
contribution
me.
this morning.
Thank you.
I have my professor. Professor, good morning, sir.
Hello, my boy.
Let's have a conversation. Let's have a 10-minute conversation. 5 minutes.
Based on what?
Let's look at what Adeleke is doing in Osun State. Adeleke in Osun State.
Adeleke is starting without giving him time. When I say how many days is
Let's just get close.
How many days on?
How
many days has it been on?
Let's just get close.
Man, I don't understand what it means.
Yeah, my Oga.
No, on a serious note. When
Okay.
are you putting me on?
Yeah, no, we'll start now. Okay.
Your question comes.
He got in there, 12,000 workers sacked, 30 local government chairman. We have 3 monarchs.
Stand by.
Okay.
Stand by.
Okay. 3
Yes.
monarchs.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Sacked.
he wanted to change the name of the state, that is Osun State, to the state of Osun. APC is saying the governor is cutting endless litigation, agitations, and distractions.
That is APC for you. APC is more or less a clique of interest as compared to the owners of the states. I believe there might have been some level of consultation before he wants to go to the extent of changing the name. The state of Osun is not a wrong name.
But the House of Assembly is against.
The House of Assembly is against it because their interest lies on who was at the position before the advent of the guy coming in. They just want to start that guy's flow towards something great. I am telling the truth. So the point is the sentiment has to be put aside and extract the importance of what the guy is into. To sack the monarch, local government chairman or whatever, have they been there legally or they have been there illegally? Those are the points we have to extract before we know whether it's taking a wrong move or a right move. All right? So you don't just call a spade because you want to give him a bad name because he has started the storm. He has reasons over what he's doing. So that's one point you have to realize. There's some monarch that might be detrimental to the growth of the people. All right? You have to stop them in time so that they will not be a drawback to your own flow. All right? So that's that. He has been able to explore the mindset of people. Then he cannot just wake up one day and start flowing. He must have been consulted.
Okay, let's look at it. We have the tribune now.
Yeah.
Stay on.
Yes.
Anything might change.
My man, leave the issue of the tribunal. In the history of Nigeria, tribunal have been ongoing. Sometimes they lobby, pay extra money, do whatever they like, so that they'll be able to get the whole thing. But the point is, I am happy that the result of election at Osun State was electronically transmitted. All right? So, the so-called hiccup would have been able to expect in terms of the rigging and whatsoever was at a minimal, if there was any. All right? It would have been flowing at a minimal level if there was anyone. Yeah, so at the end of it, you don't draw a conclusion that, tribunal, no tribunal, you have your way. The guy is at the helm of affairs for now. So let's give him the time. By the time the guy reaches up to 100 days in office, then you begin to x-ray him. You don't just start flowing and say, doing this, a have agenda. Whoever wants to rule Nigeria from now, by virtue of the intrigues of what is on ground, must have agenda from day one, not experimental purposes. That's why when you mention some name some names. I'm not interested. Statistic, other statistic. We are not interested in statistic that doesn't flow. Statistic that dispute into what is active. If statistic were able to flow, it would have flowed into the states of those that they would have given job to the youth, giving job to those who doesn't have the industry, all the roads to pay, but those statistics did not give yield those stuff. You hear what I'm saying? So at the end of it, leave statistics all around. We know what it takes about Nigerian nation.
Okay, we have over 10,000 governors. Sorry, 20,000 governors are leaving the country.
20,000 governors.
Yes, over 20,000. And we have just have 10,000 resident doctors remaining in Nigeria.
Resident doctors.
Yes, remaining in Nigeria.
When it comes to the doctors angle of it, we have more doctors that are coming in almost every year after the graduation from one suburb. And the systematic flow of our own health system doesn't absorb them. There's nobody who wants to be idle for a longer time without having a source of livelihood after spending enough. Understand what? In medical school. There's nowhere to be hanging. They must. If the government knows that they don't want them to leave, they must do something to cushion the effects of their life. Life is harder and harder every day. So you don't want them to leave the medical line, come back to practice, then they'll be staying without no job. So at the end of it, when it comes, they begin to give them a peanut. It doesn't flow.
Okay.
So that's when they are living for greener pastures. When the system knows that it is right to restructure our system to make the citizen enjoy the country that they belong, they will be in. They will return back.
They will return back.
They said they will return back.
That will happen.
I said they will return back based on the variables that will be at play.
Is there still hope? 23.
23 days, there's 100% hope because the federal government says there's hope. So, who am I, a street guy, to tell you there's no hope? What do you mean? They have given you hope. Then you flow with the hope.
You trust
federal
government?
I trust federal government because the system have been packaged towards a goal. So all this campaign, although it's on the slow motion and whatever, is towards a successful handing over.
Okay, thank you very much.
They will be handing over.
My prof is a professor of the streets.
No. I'm no professor. I'm the people's professor.
Okay, the people's professor.
That's it. Don't go beyond that.
Thank you very much. Let's get comments. This morning we have Adetunde. He says ex-governor Yetola is a cousin to Asiwaju. Yes, Tinubu. So he's showing example of the leadership. So also, NURTW thugs, Agberos exchanges gunshot and assault in motor parks in Osun State. That is from Adetunde. We have Festus Ochonogo. Federal government telling Nigerians to leave shows how insensitive the government in power. Yes, don't have the federal government telling Nigerians to leave shows how insensitive the government in power don't have good intentions to bring development to Nigeria. Come 2023, we have a better option. That is Festus Ochonogo. We also have other responses here this morning. There's a breaking news that I want to read out to us. There's a breaking news. Woman. There's a breaking news. The woman. Yes, that we have this morning. Let me read it out. Amotekun recovers AK-47 rifles hidden in Oyo forests. Yes, I have my mommy. Good morning. Mommy, good morning. No.
Good morning.
Mommy, just stand like this. How are you, mommy? Yes, the reason why I brought you these resident doctors. 10,000 resident doctors remaining in Nigeria. That means we have 220 million Nigerians. We have just 10,000 resident doctors that will attend to millions of Nigerians. As a nurse, how is it at the hospitals? What is the stress like at the hospitals?
job they are living. People are dying like fowl now in the hospital because there's no enough hands. Like in my family now, it's two of us that are medical line. My younger brother, our last born, is in Saudi Arabia, a medical doctor.
Okay, he left Nigeria for Saudi
Yes,
Arabia.
now, because the way they are treating them as if they are laborers, they are non-entity. It's not good. People that save life, they are supposed to put them first, but they are treating them and they even to pay them salary is a problem. The resident doctors, they are not giving them all the allowance, so they are annoyed. So I don't blame anybody. If me too have my opportunity,
Hey,
I will go to America.
Mama.
It's true.
Nigerian hospitals recruiting retired nurses amid shortage. Is it true?
It's better now because the young ones are going. None of the young ones wants to stay. Now we elderly ones, we elderly ones that is available. So they will. I don't blame government for that. No young one wants to stay in Nigeria.
No.
No young nurse or doctor wants to stay in Nigeria and receive the rubbish they are doing. Government
That
is
means
rubbishing us.
we are in trouble.
We are in trouble now. It's not good.
When you visit the general hospitals, you can see the crowd there.
Yes, now people are dying because before the few doctors on duty, we attend to them. Most people have died.
Let's talk about Adeleke. He got into Osun State. 24 hours. He's sacking. He's removing this. He's removing this. How do you look at that?
It's wrong. Meanwhile, his own case is still in court. He doesn't even know his fate yet. He could have calmed down. When he calmed down, then look at least. I don't know, except those people he sacked are ghost workers. But if they are not ghost workers, how does he want those families to cope with the present economy? People are, even those that are receiving salary are crying. You are sacking people. It's too wrong. It's wrong. No matter, even though they are your opponents, political opponents, it's wrong.
Okay, lastly, let's look at, you can leave the country, federal government to Nigerians if you want to leave.
If you can.
You can leave the country if you want to leave, federal government to Nigerians.
Yes, now. No, which people?
Federal government is telling Nigerians, because Nigerians are complaining that this country is not a good place. You want to leave.
They are senseless.
Federal government is saying that you can leave.
They are senseless because if they are not senseless, they are not supposed to utter, any good government will not utter such a word. So you want all your workers to leave. Who will do the work? It's nonsense.
Mama, who are you supporting 2023?
It's God.
God is not running for presidency.
No, it's God. No, God is the one that will choose the best for us. But APC, it's only a fool that will vote for APC. Even the Hausas, one Hausa man came here to Peppersan 2 weeks ago and said that it's only Mumu Hausa that will vote for APC. Imagine, that's an Hausa man. No? So what are we saying?
Okay.
Let them, if not that, they will not give Peter B the chance because he doesn't have political godfather. He could have been the best. Let the old ones go and sit down. But in the absence, my grandmother used to tell me that deaf and dumb is a deformity. Blind is deformity. But out of blind and deaf and dumb, I will choose deaf and dumb, which is Atiku.
Okay.
Yes, because what I mean by that is that inside Tinubu and Atiku, I will choose Atiku, not because of the tribe, because had it been Tinubu brought a younger person, a younger healthy person, no problem. But this one that is going to treatment every time, the present government immediately entered. He was using our money to travel abroad, treating himself nice, ill and hard. We want to collect another one that will be using our Nigerian money to be going abroad and treat himself and put us in debt, perpetual debt. It's wrong.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mama, for your contribution this morning. Yes, we are getting close to the end of the program. Yeah, early morning rush. Getting people to respond to what we are discussing. Okay, click a link is there. Click on that link so that we can get. You want to speak?
I want to speak, but on a different stuff.
What?
I had a vision. Most things when I see visions, they come to pass. And if I don't say it, it will be a burden on me. So I don't know. I hope you are not online. I'm just like as I'm coming from that people's office, I went to the police station.
Later. You're on live. Later. Yes, we are going to Ogba. Yes, to get Mr. Kunle and every other reviewers that we have. Yes, but this one is to get other people at other places to also get a feel of bystanders at the newsstands. That is what the program is for. Tomorrow we'll be going to Agege, and also we'll still do at Ogba. Yes, with that, since there's nobody online this morning, let's call it a close. God bless you. I'm Christian Chuku. Yeah, stay tuned for Lagos. Yes, stay tuned for Lagos this morning. Then from there, we'll get to bystanders at Ogba. God bless you. Stay tuned on Flip TV. We are seeing on live program Lagos this morning. Lagos this morning is the next program. God bless you. Thank you.